I can say before time. Thank you so much. Yes. So it's time, so we can start. So today's topic is about team management and why it is important, because if you go for the execution of the Lean Six Sigma or any other continuous improvement approach, whether it is a Lean Six Sigma, project management, or even if you are going to implement small activity related to your project or from the root cause analysis, you require the support from the team. Team consists of the various team members. Also, many times it is a cross-functional team. And if you are not going to manage the team properly, then it is going to result into the ineffective implementation of the activities. Yes, thank you so much, Kaizi, Subhash. Great. Thank you so much for being on time. Yes. Okay, let's start the today's topic, learning of the today's topic. As an individual, also if you want to become an effective leader, then also you need to understand the principles from the team management. You need to understand that how team is working, how it is going to be formed, and how it is going to its ultimate stage of performing, right? So let's start the today's learning, and I'm going to share you all these details in the form of mind map. Can you see my screen? You can put into the comment box. Great. So let me explain in detail. Yes. As a part of team management, if you want to learn this important topic, this is also an important topic from the Six Sigma Black Belt examination. And I have also seen that the many working professionals are struggling to learn these team management principles and how to deploy them practically, right? So as we're going to learn this team management, it consists of the multiple topics. Let's start the learning of each of the topics. Let me explain what are these topics. The first topic is about team types and constraints. There are some questions. Yes, what is that question? Okay, just one comment. Thank you, Kazi. Yes. So the first topic is about understand what is a team, what are the different types of teams depending on the general type as well as constraint. Then we will learn what are the fundamental elements of team. We need to understand how the team is working. For that purpose, we must understand what are the fundamental elements, what are the various roles of the team members, and what are their responsibilities, how we are going to launch the team, or in other words, I can say how to launch the team effectively, how to keep the entire team motivated, rather than motivated, I can say inspired purpose for the formation of a team. There are also learn what are the different and various stages of the team, and in which stage we need to take the extra care so that we should meet our intended target. Then what are the different techniques that we need to follow for effective team to the management as well. We will also learn as a part of this team management what is the importance of team management for effective implementation of the team. The most important topic is team dynamics. Team dynamics, different kinds of behaviors and situations that while implementation activities. The last part is about decision-making tools. During the completion of the project or completion of the activity for which you have formed the team, we also need the various decision-making tools so that we can take the actions based on application of these tools, right? So due to time constraint, I'm not going to explain all these elements in detail, but we will see some of them. Like I'm going to explain you what is a team, what are the various types of team, then what are the fundamental elements of team. I will also explain what are the various team stages, and in last part, I will explain what is a team dynamics. I will also explain one of the team dynamics so that you can also have the practical idea about how the team dynamics is working and how we can handle the situations, right? So this is all about the introduction of the team management. Now let's go into the first part, which is what is a team and what are the various types of team depending on general and constraints. Before that, let me see if you are having any questions. Let me take that questions. It's all about team spirit. Yes, absolutely. It's all about team spirit. Yes. Let me explain the all the parts here, and after that I will take your questions. Thank you, Kaisi. Okay, so the next part is about team types and constraints. So let me share the screen for it. Great. Can you see my screen? Great. Let's understand the definition of team first. And what is acronym? What is the best acronym that will also explain the functioning of the team? Team, in simple words, is a group of people who perform their interdependent tasks. The key word here is interdependent because the functioning of the team is depending on all the team members. To perform the interdependent tasks, to work towards accomplishing a common mission or specific objective for which we have formed the team. In other words, if you want to see what is the importance of team, we can look at this picture. Together, everyone achieves more. So everyone into the team are having some, I can say, the positives, and also all the members are having some negatives. When we are going to work as a team, then we are going to synergize, we are going to maximize all the good things or all the positives that team members are having, right? So this is the team. Together, everyone achieves more. Now, what are the different types of team? Depending on the general type and constraint, there are various types of team out there. Like if you go for the general type, then we can have the formal type as well as informal teams, right? Now, if you talk about the formal team, it is based on some goal or purpose we have formed it. We can say this team is having mission or purpose. We are also making a project charter. As a part of it, we are going to make a team charter which explains what are the various team members, what are the roles and responsibilities for each of the team members, and what will be the duration for which they are carrying these responsibilities, and what kind of support they needed from the management. So this everything we are going to list it under the formal teams. Now there is a second type which is called as an informal team. This informal team is like a fluid membership because we are going to add and remove the members as per the need. This is the fluid membership depending on the need of the team members. So this is called as informal teams. Now this is based on the general type that we can initiate, but there are also other types of team based on the constraints. For example, the first type is a virtual team. Now what is the importance and why we are forming these virtual teams? Many times we are having the people who are situated at different locations or different sides of the globe, and it is not possible that they can meet every single time, right? In that case, we are going to form the virtual teams. Communication is through the email or we can say the video conferencing that is going to happen. It is useful when expertise is present across the globe or at longer distances so that they cannot meet frequently, right? In that case, we are having the virtual teams. The other type is the process improvement, and this is also we can say the natural teams. To find and initiate changes in specific processes or specific departments. These can be also the cross-functional teams, including the members from all groups, like we are going to work on one of the customer complaint. Then in that case, we are going to form the process improvement team. We can also have the self-directed team. These are broader and on the ongoing mission. This includes the day-to-day operations and also make the decisions about the organizational operations. Like we can talk about whether it is related to the safety, quality, customer complaint, maintenance, scheduling, human resources. So they can take decisions related to that. These are called as the self-directed teams. And the last one is the work groups or natural teams. These teams are based on the departments or responsibilities that you are going to assign. Formed based on the belief that employees will be more productive if they have a higher level of responsibility for their work, right? So this is the work group or natural teams. So depending on the situation, we can form a team, whether we are having a specific goal or whether we are having some constraint. Based on that, we are going to form either the formal team, informal team, or the other types of teams, right? So this is the first topic that we have learned. It is what is a team and what are the various types of team. Do you have any questions on this topic? Great. So I cannot see if there are any questions. Great. Now let's go to the next part, which is fundamental elements of team. So how the team is going to be functioned, right? So for that purpose, we need to understand what are the fundamental elements of the team. So let me share you that. Right. As we are going to initiate the team which is working on some specific goal. So the first important element of the team, fundamental element of the team is a mission. What is the definition of the mission, or what is a mission we can say? This is the concise explanation of the team's reason for existence, why we have formed this team, right? So this is the mission for which we have formed that team. It is the first fundamental element of the team, which is mission. Second, it gives team a direction and purpose. Once we are having the mission, everybody or every team member has a clarity about the goal on which they are going to work. And it must be mutually agreed by the team members. That means we need to explain every team member, they must be agreed upon what is the goal that we have planned. So the first important fundamental element of the team is mission. Once we form the mission and every team member is aware about it, then second part is about the commitment. Commitment is about the time or effort or the involvement that is required to accomplish the goals. All team members must be committed for all these entities like time, efforts, and involvement in the mission. Now, how it is getting developed? It develops as a member begin to personalize their involvement and take ownership of the team success or to achieve the goals. For the sum of the team members, it can be achieved for shorter duration of time. For other team members, it is taking a longer duration. This is based on the how much involvement they are taking into the team activities and what is the conviction they are having about the goal or the mission for which we have formed the team, right? So this is again very important. Commitment. This is second fundamental element for the team. Third element is the norms and ground rules. As we are going to play any game or any exercise that we need to do, we must have some ground rules. And that is equally important for the team management as well. You have got to play by the rules. And for the effective teams, have explicit and appropriate ground rules and norms. These are very important for the effective and efficient working of the team. Now, these can be related to the meetings or that can be related to the behaviorals. Like, for example, we can have the ground rules, right? Team meeting will be held on every Wednesday morning at 9 to 10 p.m., right? 9 to 10 a.m. So that can be one of the ground rules that we can have for the review to see how the team is functioning. Second, we can also have the behavioral ground rules, like everyone must respect opinion for all team members and they should not be criticizing, right? Every opinion must be heard. So that kind of ground rules we can have. These are very important for effective and I can say the efficient working of the team. Now the fourth fundamental element is interdependence. So you need to understand that the team performance is depending on the individuals, right? So we can also see during the definition of the team, the keyword as interdependence. Team functions interdependently. That means every team member's performance affects team, as well as team performance also affects every individual team member. So that is the importance of this interdependence. The second one is it is based on the valuing and using the skills, knowledge, abilities, perspective of the other team members. And the last one is Effective team functions on the strength and skills of all members. If I want to say in one word, we are going to synergize. All members are going to synergize as they are going to work together. They are taking the positives of all the team members to achieve the goals, right? So this is the fourth fundamental element of the team. Let me repeat that. What are the four fundamental elements that we have seen for the team? The first one is a mission, then commitment, norms or ground rules, and the interdependence. Do you have any questions? Great. Now the next part is what are the stages in team management? Team is not getting developed automatically or immediately. It is going through some stages or phases, and after that it is getting formed. So let me explain you what are these various stages and what are their characteristics. Yes. So first let's understand what are the stages in team development. Please look at this diagram. This is very important, and that is also explaining how the team is getting formed and how it is getting function across its life cycle. We can say this is a curve, like we can say there is a great performance which is every team is having at the performance stage, and it is not getting automatically achieved. It is going through the forming, storming, norming phase, and after that it is getting reached to the performing stage. So this is a typical curve that every team is having. As we go into the detail of it, we can see for effective working of team, all people in the team must work together collectively to achieve the team goals, as we had also seen during the definition of the team. Together, everyone achieves more. This develops as people work together, and based on that, there are various stages of the team. Like we are having the forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning and recognition stages. These stages are very critical and important for the functioning of the team, and we can also understand at which time your team as at which stage and what are the various actions that we should initiate so that we can achieve our goals in a defined timeline. Each stage is important and we can identify them based on the feelings, behaviors, and we will also understand what are the activities that we need to execute based on that typical stage of the team, right? So this is very important topic to understand what are the stages of the team. Now let's understand each of the stage in short so that you will also have the awareness about what is this stage and what are the characteristics of that stages. The first one is a forming stage. As it indicates, this is a first stage, and we can also see that's indicated into this circle. We can see everyone is having its own direction. People in teams struggle to understand the goal and its meaning for them individually. What is the purpose for formation of the team? What is a goal? And they're also looking for what are the roles they are having during this entire implementation activities. How to identify? So there are some feelings, behavior are there. Based on that, we can say, yes, our team is at the forming stage, and we will also understand what are the activities that we need to complete. Feelings, like if you're having team members, feelings like this, team members are excited and eager to be a part of team, somewhat nervous about they will fit in the team and how their performance would get measured. So if your team members are having these feelings, then we can say that our team is at the forming stage. Now, what are the behaviors that team members are showing during the forming stage? You can expect a lot of questions from the team members. This is a sign for the excitement and uncertainties. Now, what are the activities that you should have as a function of the leader or as the coach? So you must have the clear goal, and you also need to communicate that to your entire team members. What is the structure, direction, roles and responsibility that every team member is having that need to be explained or that need to be clarified, right? So this is the first stage. Now, this is a good stage, I can say, as we are going to start, but the second stage, it is called as the storming, And as the name indicates, there is a storm is coming into your team. This is a very critical and most important stage of the team management. We can also see that there is a formation of the some groups and groupism that you can see during the storming stage. Members express their own opinions and ideas, often disagreeing with others. So there will be the group formation that is going to happen. Now let's understand how we can identify there is a storming stage. What are the feelings that our team members are having? What kind of behaviors that they are going to show? And what are the activities that we can initiate related to that? Now, if we are talking about the feelings will be like this. A shift in the focus from the task at hand to feeling of frustration or anger with the team progress or process, right? So it is shifting from goals to the frustration or anger. Members are trying to see how the team will respond to the differences. What kind of behavior we can see here? We can see the frustration or disagreements about the goals, expectations, roles, and responsibilities that is going to happen and that is going to be expressed openly. Now, as a part of this stage, as a leader or as a coach, you must be silent and you must complete these activities instead of reacting to the situations. We need to focus on the team goals, breaking larger goals down into the smaller and achievable steps so that all the team members will get the clarity. If all the team members will get the clarity, then there will not be any disagreements or the debate that is going to happen. To develop both task related skills and conflict management skills that we need to develop. In some cases, redefining roles and responsibilities can work, and we can also try that, right? So, this is the second but the most important and critical stage of the team management, storming. Now, once we get out of the storming stage, then the third stage is the norming stage. We can see that there is some alignment that is going to happen. We can also see into the directions. All the arrows are aligning towards the goal or towards the one direction. Members begin to understand the need to operate as a team. What are the benefits of working as a team rather than an individual? How to identify that? Let's understand what are the behaviors and feelings. Feelings of the team members are like they start experiencing an increased sense of comfort in expressing their real ideas and feelings. They're not, instead of keeping ideas themselves, they are expressing their ideas openly. More frequent and meaningful communication between the team members is going to happen. We can also see increased willingness to share ideas, or the team members are also asking for other team members if or whether they need any help or not. We can also see there is an improved performance of the team that is going to be seen visually. Now, what are the activities as a part of this, as a leader or coach, we should do? It's the best time for an evaluation of the team process and whether we are working effectively or not, right? So this is the third stage, norming stage. The fourth stage is performing. This is the ideal stage that we are expecting that every team members are aligned with the goals that we can see into the diagram. All members are having the same understanding and they're working towards the common goal, right? All the arrows into the same direction. Team members work together to reach their common goals. Now, how we can identify that? Let's see this format. For simplicity and easy understanding, I have explained each and every stage in some format. That is, what are the feelings team members are having, what are the behaviors they will show, and what are the activities as a team leader or coach we should initiate. Now let's understand for the performing stage, what are the feelings that team members are having. Members feel satisfaction in the team's progress, they are enjoying it. Members are aware of their own as well as strength and weaknesses of their own as well as their team members. Members feel confident in their individual abilities and those for their teammates, right? So we can see there is a great teamwork is going to be started. What kind of behaviors we can see into this performance stage? Team members are able to prevent or solve problems in the team progress. Differences among the members are appreciated and they should be taken as another side to look at the problem or the solution. And what are the activities that we should initiate as a part of this performing stage? Team members should continue to deepen their knowledge and skills, including working to continuously improving the team development. we can measure the performance and accomplishments of the team, and we can also celebrate them as a part of this performing. I'm talking about the smaller wins or quick wins. Now, if you see, these are the 4 important stages of the team management or team formation. The team is getting formed, then there is a storming stage, norming stage, and then it is going to its performing stage to deliver the ultimate results. There are 2 additional stages. These are called as adjourning and recognition. As the name indicates, both of these stages are very clear. Adjourning talks about we are going to end the team, during which management decisions regarding the project are discussed and other loose ends are tied up, right? So this is the final meeting. And the last stage is about the recognition, where entire the individual performances as well as team performance are getting recognized. So this is the last stage, which is called as a recognition. Now, the interesting part here is what is the relationship between all these stages? So let's understand that summary of relationships. If you see, if you are going to compare the 2 important things here, the trust and knowledge, and if you start comparing them, we can understand what is the difference between all these stages. When the team members are not expressing their knowledge, also they don't have the trust on each other, that is a phase, we can call it as a first stage. It is a forming stage. Now, when there is a no knowledge sharing and no trust, that is a storming stage. It is the most dangerous phase, and we should come out of this stage as early as possible. The third stage is a norming stage, where people start sharing their knowledge, and also we can see there is a collaboration that is going to be start. And the last one is a performing stage, where we can say there is a synergize. Every team member are working together. Knowledge sharing is going to happen, or in rather words, I can say instead of knowledge sharing, knowledge creation is going to happen by focusing on positives of all the team members. So this is a summary of relationship between all these 4 phases. Now, what is the important thing here that we need to remember as a leader or as a coach? This team dynamics is having an ability at any point of time to reverse. Now, what is the meaning of this? We had seen what is the approach: forming, storming, norming, performing, and then there will be the adjourning and recognition. So this will be the most efficient and smooth flow of the team. But at any point of time, if you're not going to manage the team effectively, then it is going to be reversed to the previous stage. Let's say if you are going to work very well into the forming stage, we should improve to the storming stage. But if we are not able to manage storming stage effectively, then it is again going to the forming stage, or it can also resulting into breaking of this team, right? Then there will be the norming, performing, and at each stage we can say there is a reverse arrow. So we need to take care about what are the activities that we need to initiate, and so that we can implement or we can achieve the goals in defined timeline, right? This is a very important topic as a part of team management, various stages and what is the relationship between them and how they are going to work. Do you have any questions on this topic? Great, thank you so much. Now let's go to the last topic as a part of team management that I'm going to share you today is a team dynamics. Team dynamics is the most critical topic in terms of understanding, because this is not just a learning, but execution of the activities into the real life. And if you see the Six Sigma Black Belt examination, this is having the 18 questions, and majority of the question is coming from this team dynamic. Okay, whether as a black belt or as a green belt, mainly as a black belt, whether you are having that ability to handle various team situations, various behaviors of the team members, and if you are capable, then how we are going to manage that, right? That's why this is a very important topic. So let me share you what is this team dynamics. Team dynamics, yes, let me share that. Can you see my screen on the team dynamics? Yes, you can. Thank you. Great. Now let's understand first what is a team dynamics, right? Definition of team dynamics first. What is the meaning of that? And then I will also explain what are the general solutions and specific solutions. Team dynamics, if you see, as a naturally we can say every team member is different. They are having their different characteristics. Every person is having the different mindset and different beliefs. That's why when the people or team members are coming together to work on a common goal, there are some behaviors that are going to happen. So we can see these are the unseen forces that operate in a team because of different people and different groups we are having, different beliefs, different understanding that we are having. That's why we must understand these unseen forces. These unseen forces are very important because team dynamics are critical as they strongly influence all of this reactions, behaviors, and performance of your entire team as well as individuals. For example, if you are taking the team members as they are the friend, then we can see there is a formation of the groups that can be seen. There is a dependency, we can see during the trust levels, or if we have seen there are some earlier incidences that happen between the team members that can also affect the performance of the team, or in other words, we can say affecting the team dynamics. We need to handle all these carefully. This team dynamics, if you are not going to handle effectively or if you are not going to manage effectively, they are having the ability to make or break the team. That's why they are very critical. Team leader and facilitator needs to manage team effectively, team dynamics effectively for managing the team effectively. So that's the importance of this team dynamics. Okay. Now let's go into the detail. Okay. What are the general solutions that we can initiate to handle this team dynamics? There are three general solutions that we can initiate. The first one is coaching, mentoring, second is a mentoring, and third one is an intervention. Now, what are the best practices and how we are going to execute that? Let's understand in the detail. These are the general solutions, right? These are not applicable to all the situations. For a specific situation, we need to have the specific goals, specific actions that we need to initiate. That will I also explain with the help of one of the practical examples. Let's come back to these general solutions. For coaching, if the team member is knowledgeable, having more knowledge, then we can use that person's knowledge, his or her expertise to instruct other team members, of course, with respect and dignity. We can also use the mentoring. That means we can assign a role of mentor to one of the team member who is having the higher experiences and subject matter expertise so that that team member should not feel low. At the same time, other team members will also respect his knowledge and expertise. We can also use the intervention when if the team is not functioning properly. We must review the performance of the team at the same time comparing what is the progress of the team and how much percentage of the activities that we have completed. We need periodic intervention from the team leader or facilitators to ensure that the team is working effectively. So these are the general solutions. Now, once we understand the general solutions, let's go into the specific solutions. Not all these solutions are applicable to all situations. Depending on any specific situations or behavior of the team members, we need to initiate or we need to take the specific action. Right? Now, let me explain that in detail. Specific solution is depending on three things, we can say. What is the problem or obstacle that you are going to see? Then we can also discuss about how to identify or detect it. The first one is there is a problem. We can understand what kind of problem is there, how to identify that problem, and third, what are the reasons for it. So any problem or any team dynamic that you are going to see into your team, you need to ask these three questions and you need to identify what is the answer for these three questions, like what is the problem, how to identify it, and what is the solution for it. So these three questions you need to ask to manage any team dynamic. Now let me explain you one of the team dynamic with the help of practical example. If you're having any questions, you can put that into the chat box and I will take your questions. Great. Now let me share you the example. So there is a huge list of team dynamics as a part of team management training and program that you will get. But here, due to time constraint, let me explain one of the team dynamic here. A person or group dominates the discussion. A person or a group of people dominates the discussion. In team dynamics, this is called as a dominating or commanding obstacle. Dominating or commanding obstacle that you can easily see here. Now, how to detect it? So we had seen what is a problem? Domination, right? The person or group is going to dominate. Now, second, how to detect it? So it's a part of detection now. A person or a group of members interrupt others. If you can see that kind of behaviors, then we can see yes, that person or group is going to dominate others. Then they are try to dominate the discussion. That means they are not allowing other person to talk, right? If we are going to see these kind of behaviors from the team, from the person or the group, we can see yes, there is domination is going to happen. Now we had to understand what is obstacle. It's a domination. How to detect it? By interruption and not giving an opportunity for others to talk. So these are the detection. Now third one is what are the solutions for it? So let's go into that part. So as a team leader, facilitator or coach, these are the activities or these are the actions we should take. Go around the team asking each person for one comment or reaction so that every team member will get an opportunity to talk. Ask dominating people to summarize their proposals and email them to all team members if they are going to dominate more. If the dominating people react negatively to the suggestions of others, ask them for their ideas first or adopt the no judgment allowed rule or no criticize rule that we can implement. We can also speak to the dominating people between the team meetings and we can request them that they should cooperate in making sure all voices are heard, right? So these are the four activities, four actions that we can initiate to handle this obstacle of dominating and commanding. In similar way, there are many obstacles like reluctant, we are having the shy members. We can also see there is a tendency of accept opinions without data, proof thinking, plundering, then old disputes, so rushing. So there are too many, I can say the obstacles are there, and we must understand how we can execute, how we can detect that, and what are the solutions for them, right? So this is about the team dynamics. Great. So this is the team dynamics 4 topic that I'm going to explain due to time constraint. So as a part of this entire live streaming, we had seen what is the importance of team management, then what are the fundamental elements, what are the stages, and what is the team dynamics. Now, if you want to learn the team management effectively and practically, you can simply visit this link, vijaysabai.co/team management, and you will get entire details of all the dimensions that we have discussed. You can learn here, right? This is also fulfilling all the requirement of the Six Sigma Black Belt. So that means if you're going through this entire training, that is also ensuring that you will learn the team management completely, right? Now there are some questions. Let me check what are the questions. Okay, no specific questions, going good. Thank you so much, Kalpesh, for your valuable comments. Great. So I've covered all these important topics that I'm going to discuss today, specifically what is a team management and the 4 important topics related to it. Do you have any specific question before to end today's live streaming? Great. Okay, if no questions, then thank you so much for your valuable time. And I'm sure that you got the detailed learning about the team management and how it is going to work, what are the various stages, and what is the importance of the team dynamics. We will learn another important topic into the next live stream. Please take care, have a great evening, and see you in the next live stream.